Hey guys, Jason Lawrence, JLaw Fitness here. Today I want to talk about 3 mistakes that a lot of people make when they're doing their exercise program or starting a new program. Things that I've been guilty of over the years. Those 3 things that I want to go through are your form, selecting the proper weight, and then also the mind-muscle connection, which a lot of people don't think about when they're working out. So I kind of talked about in my last video, prior to doing the kind of the bodybuilding thing that I'm doing now. I did a lot of different stuff. I did beach body videos. I've done Ninja Warrior stuff. I've done just circuit training. I've done some weightlifting here and there. But I think I was really guilty of these mistakes over the years and didn't really think about some of these things, and it really affected the improvements I wanted to make, the gains I wanted to make. It really disrupted just everything that I was trying to achieve. Now obviously I still got in shape, I still was healthy, but I wasn't seeing all of the improvements, muscular size wise, strength wise, that I wanted to. So the first thing I want to start with is form and proper weight, because those things go really hand in hand. So I'm guilty of this too. I'm guilty of this when I started bodybuilding here, when I started this stuff again, and I kind of had to back down. I had to, kind of check my ego at the door when I was coming into my gym in my basement, and I needed to, really think about what I was doing. So I was trying to lift these really heavy weights, let's say the bicep curls. I'm trying to lift really heavy bicep curls, and as I'm doing that, I'm getting to 3, I'm getting to 4, and then I'm really starting to get, fatigued out. And then so what do? I do what the body is made to do. The body is made to be very efficient. So what did I do? I started rocking. I started using my shoulders more. I started doing all these compensations in order to get those extra reps that I wanted to get to stay in the rep range that I wanted. Well, you can't do that because number one, you could get injured. And number two, you're not going to see the improvements, the strength gains that you want. In order to get those strength gains that you want, you have to make the body very inefficient. You want to really tax the specific muscle group that you're really trying to work. So in order to do that, you really got to make sure that you're dropping your weight, you're starting down low where you need to, that you're able to get through the rep range, which with the biceps, we're talking like 10, 12 reps, that you're able to do that rep range that you're trying to achieve without doing all these different compensations, okay? So make sure that you're starting with a weight that is appropriate for the exercise that you're doing so that you can maintain good form, get good reps, be very inefficient so that you're really getting the most recruitment out of those muscles that you can. Now, the last thing is that mind-muscle connection. So doing all the exercises over the years like I have, you're just kind of going through the motions. You're doing stuff. You're pressing, you're following the videos, you're doing the different things that you're supposed to do. But you know what? In order to get the most out of each contraction, out of each rep, out of each, thing that you're trying to do to really work the muscle, you have to really think about that muscle. You need to think about, like, I know I go to the biceps a lot, but it's an easy muscle to kind of do demonstrations with. So you have to really think about the whole time that you're really squeezing that bicep muscle all the way through the exercise. It's not just where you're just throwing the weights up and throwing them up. With all of my exercises, I really focus on more of like a 2 count up and like a 3 or 4 count down. So that way I'm really thinking about recruiting that muscle all the way through the exercise. So, you're coming up, and then when you're coming up, you got to make sure that you feel that muscle squeezing, that you're getting that muscle pump. All bodybuilders always talk about getting the pump. Well, the pump is a real thing. Like, you have to really make sure that you're squeezing those muscles and using those muscles. So you got to make sure that, before you start doing a workout, doing an exercise, that you're able to really get that muscle through where it needs to, and you can feel the contraction. So, feel that contraction. I'm doing the biceps. I feel the contraction. And then I can start integrating weight and really trying to feel that same contraction when I'm using the weight. So those are the 3 mistakes that I've made that since I've corrected them, I feel like I've made a ton of progress and things have really started improving. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Jason Lawrence here, JLaw Fitness.